Welcome back to another episode of Inbox Friday. Honestly, the house isn't looking too bad. Today, I didn't really come in with a plan here because some things just happened today that I'm kind of scramble-thoughted on it all. And I guess I'll get into them shortly, but I felt like I needed a space. Because I was talking to like thin air, you know, in my room, but like, I'm like, I'll just go play Minecraft and I'll try to build a windmill. And while I'm doing that, I'll let it out, you know? While I figured this out, like I said, I just wanted to come on here and talk because I really felt like I needed to. She texted me, so that's why I'm here. And it wasn't like a, you know, a good one. You know? Is this too big of a fucking dude? That's a big windmill, man. Nah, I want it smaller than that. I'm not gonna read the exact text out, you know, word for word, but it was like, hey, I know it's best we don't talk, so we can both, you know, heal. But I want to know, was there anything that I did wrong in the relationship? Was there any ways that I hurt you or made you feel uncomfortable? You know, where can I improve and better myself? And it's like, okay, that's very, you know, that's a noble, you know, thing, right? It's like, I'm trying to better myself the best I can too. And it's like, okay, cool, we're both doing that. But I said, like, it's okay, you know, that you reached out. I'm gonna need some time to respond to that because I don't even fucking know how to even go about that and whether I even want to, because it doesn't feel good. You know, it's like, hey, how can I better myself for the next guy that's gonna take your place? And it's like, you know, maybe that's my own ego, but that doesn't feel good, does it? It just hurts. And like that's just my ego on it, is it? You know, is it not? But it's like I want to respond to that, and I'm going to because I said I would, and like I think that is like, you know, that's a very like that's a totally okay thing. That's a good thing to ask, and it's nice that she wants to like better herself and everything, but you know, that's just not a fun conversation that's going to be. She did hurt me. She did. I think there are things that she did do wrong, but I also think in some ways it's like I haven't fully processed everything yet. I'm like a lot of things I think that there, you know, there's a lot of things in my head that I think she did wrong. And there's also some things that I think are just, you know, me and, you know, in a way putting them in my own head and putting my own spin on them, you know, putting her words into a new meaning and creating, you know, something bad out of something that isn't, you know, meant to be bad at all. And it's like when the relationship, when the breakup happened and the texts were exchanged after the fact, I'll be honest, I got my ass beat, you know, verbally. And I never said a damn thing, even though I wanted to, because I was so beat down, you know, from all the things that had been said. All I wanted to do was just like, you know, just say rude things back. And by that, I mean like how she hurt me and how I was hurt, because I never said, you know, what she did that hurt me. I always bit my tongue, and it was so hard not to say a damn thing. And now it's like, you know, she wants to hear that, and it's I don't want fucking problems, you know. It's good we both want to better ourselves, but man, I mean, I'm doing the same thing, so it's honestly hypocritical for me because it's like, oh, I'm trying to, you know, better myself. So like the next person that I love, I don't like, you know, hurt them and I can be better for the next relationship. You know, I'm in that mindset too, but it just like, I guess I just feel like shit about it. But this is going to be a really difficult conversation. And I don't even know if it'll be conversational. She texted me that today, and I'm probably going to take a couple days just to sit on it before I even think about responding, because like, there's fear in that. It's like some like harsh things were said, but no bridges were ever burned. And I never, like I said, I bit my tongue every time. So now, because I didn't want more problems. And now it just feels like I'm in the same boat as I was like, what, a month ago now. So I don't know how to go about it yet. And that's why I'm on Minecraft building a goddamn windmill. See really quick if I can just spot any sheep in the distance, because I'm gonna need the wool for the windmill. I kind of don't even want to fight them. I feel like I can just leave them to have their own little party in there. This next Inbox Friday video, which is I guess I should say this Inbox Friday video, which I am recording now, was originally going to be, you know, the focus on how I'm enjoying myself again. I've been happy, you know, and that's just because of as time moving on. I know I said in the one video that I made that, like, you know, whenever I'd go play hockey, I would just cry. And that was partly because, like, in a way, hockey was part of the breakup. I'm not obviously going to get into personal details. I feel like, you know, she's never going to see these videos. But yeah, I don't think she'll ever see these things. But even if so, it's like, you know, I want to have that kind of, like, respect. But yeah, hockey was it was a part of it, which is crazy. But yeah, every time I would go to play hockey, I would bawl my eyes out in the parking lot. I would just feel like shit. You know, something that brought me so much joy and I was excited to do, I just didn't do anymore. And that was like the same thing with a lot of things in my life. And only recently has it been like, wow, I'm like feeling normal about stuff again. I'm doing things that I used to. And that's what this video, you know, was originally going to be about. So I do want to at least kind of keep it, you know, in that area. But yeah, tomorrow in the morning, I'm doing a skate with like a youth group. I got invited to it. So it's like, it's a bunch of like, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a bunch of kids. And I'll just pretty much be working with them. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I hope it'll actually be like fun and just something like enjoyable to partake in. One thing my mom said recently, which I really liked, was the worst person you can get into a conversation with is yourself. And I really resonated with that, because for a time, I absolutely hated the person that I was. I really hated myself, dude. I really did. You can't get in your own head about shit. And like, that's what I'm trying to do with this, you know, that text. And I'm glad I'm going to take my time with it, because it's like I said, I do want to respond, but I really need to do my best just to stay calm, because it's like I said, the biggest fear is just hurting her, or just saying, you know, just causing more shit, you know? So I don't want to get in my head about it, because her head is a fucking bad place to be, you know? I would never harm myself in any manner, but I had some horrible thoughts. You know, I'm gonna leave it for now, but it doesn't look great. Yeah, dude, I mean, like, you could, but I do worry that it would just look like something it's not supposed to be. Maybe when it's done, it might look at least acceptable, right? Oh no, dude. You know what I said about it, like, possibly looking like something it's not supposed to look like? It's really close. I mean, yeah, I can't keep it like that. Oh no. I don't know if I said it, but Minecraft. It's just nice to play Minecraft, dude. I'll be honest, I haven't, like, talked for probably, you know, 40 minutes. I've just been twiddling away at this. I got the blade design down, and I added a little, I'll show you it. I gave it a little back patio, which I really like. Just been nice. This was a good thing for me, just to go and just do something and not, like, think about it, dude. Because it's like, yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. There's so many things that could be said, and it feels like there's just so much that could go wrong. Hello. So it's been a couple days, and we talked, and I'm here to chat about it just for a slight little bit. I really only got an hour, but that's more than enough time to get my thoughts out, drink some horchata, and maybe work on the windmill a little bit. So we talked a couple days ago. Overall, I'd say it was really good. As you know, today and yesterday, I also have been like so filled with like fucking anger. Like, I think I'm going through like the whole like process of grief all over again now since that conversation. Which is, I don't know why, but yeah, I am just so mad. I feel really terrible about that, but overall the talk was good. First off, my response to her was like, you know, I left out a lot of things because a lot of my thoughts were like kind of like I feel, and I didn't want anything to be accusational. And also I thought that the things that I really did want to bring up would just like start shit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid that conflict. And so I only brought up like 2 super small points of like, these are things that I think could have been done, like you could have done better or said them in a better way. And then I also listed out like a bunch of things that I think she did really good as, you know, as a girlfriend. And because I wanted to like just have something to be like, you know, this is going to be like a difficult conversation. If I can lighten the mood at least a little bit. I don't know, because my biggest thought was, yeah, man, I'm going to say like these things and I'm just going to get torn apart. Like really, that was like my thought process going in. But I also did want to like highlight the things that she did do good, because it's like those things should be acknowledged. I think she did a lot of things that were great, and focusing solely on the negative, you know, is stupid. So yeah, I did that, and then she responded to those and then proceeded to apologize. That felt so good to get an apology. And it wasn't just that that apology, because she started questioning me on a lot of other things and really getting me to open up, and she apologized for a lot. She didn't hear everything, you know, but she really just wanted to hear my perspective, because it's like, yeah, I never shared my perspective at all. I never had that opportunity to. And she realized that, and I think she felt bad about that, and it was so kind, you know, for her to want to listen. And that was really good. We talked for like an hour over text, and there was even like a little bit of jokes, you know, thrown in from both of us, you know, keeping it lighthearted, and that was really good. And it's like after that conversation, it felt like, you know, it was like a weight was lifted off, right? It's like that was such a better way to like end this, you know, than where we had left off before. But yeah, it was like there was a lot of things said. One thing that like, it was funny because like she was kind of interrogating me in a way, but like in like a good way. And she was like, you know, I'm just worried that you weren't able to be yourself around me. And it's like, for a second, I didn't want to like respond to that, but it was because it's like, yeah, I know the answer to that one. And it's like, no, I wasn't. I couldn't be myself around you anymore. And that was like the worst thing in the world, because it's like, that was one of the reasons I loved you so much, was because it's like, yeah, I could totally be myself around you. And by the end of that relationship, I absolutely could not. And yeah, there are so many factors to it all. But, you know, I guess I should get into why I'm angry about shit. It's just because, like, you know, after the conversation, just talking to her and like getting that apology, it felt so good. And then like after these past 2 days, it's like looking back at that conversation and some of the things that she did say, I am so pissed. Like I feel like insulted, and I'm really trying to not feel that way. It just sucks, dude. Like breakups just suck. But the fact that she literally went out of her way, you know, probably debated sending that message for a long time, knowing that it might not be the best decision, but she did it. She wanted to hear me out on my perspective, and she apologized. Holy shit, dude. Like, I should just be so thankful that I got that. You know, I would always kind of be like, you know, laying in my bed. I remember I went to like a thrift place, and I got like a Frank Sinatra vinyl for like $5, dude, which is like Frank Sinatra for $5 on vinyl. What a deal. I'll take that. And yeah, like I played it, and like the first song, I forget like the exact name of it or like the lyrics, but I think it was called like Guess I'll Have to Dream the Rest. And I just like laid on the floor crying, and I felt like such a such a baby. But it was like, yeah, like that's how it felt. Like, guess I'll just have to dream the rest of what we could have been, right? And I was just sitting there, I'm like, damn, she probably never ever thinks about me at all. She's probably so happy that I'm gone. Like, I really thought she fucking hated me. And like, oh wow, you know, I guess she was having some thoughts too. Well, thank you for being here today. Next video, I'm going to talk a lot more about emails, because we've been getting some, and I really do want to like get back into replying to those. I did want to get to some in this video, but I needed to talk about this stuff first, you know? So Next video, I promise that will contain like email responses, and I also just super thankful to like have emails being sent in. That is like the coolest thing in the world. This channel hasn't gotten like emails in like years, you know. So it's incredible that people have gone out of their way to, you know, send me some things, and I will get to them. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thank you.